Women News. I'm Vesper.
And I'm Artemis.
Nasty Women News is brought to you by 99spark.com. Discussion and empowerment for the socially aware. So Artemis, I don't know if you've been keeping up with the news recently, but have you heard what happened to our former FBI director, James Comey?
I have, yes. He was fired by Donald Trump.
So, have you heard anything regarding to what exactly prompted his dismissal from the FBI? Apparently,
James Comey is not competent.
Yes, he is a showboat, he is incompetent, and among many other things, he was mean to Hillary Clinton.
We can't have that.
No.
We're not going to tolerate any of that in
the
our
Trump
White
administration
House.
will not tolerate being mean to Hillary Clinton. Trump actually met with the Russian foreign minister and the Russian ambassador in the Oval Office.
Yes.
He did not allow any American news media outlets in to witness the meeting. However, a picture did surface from a Russian news outlet that depicted the president being very friendly and amiable with the Russian foreign minister and ambassador.
Wow, that's pretty sketchy.
Yeah, I mean, you just fired a man for investigating Russian involvement in the November 2016 election. Yeah, I guess it makes sense to go meet with the Russians.
I mean, I suppose what else?
Yeah, what else would you do in that situation?
He used Putin's cock holster.
Yes, we all know how that goes down. So,
I can't stop thinking about it. I'm seeing it in my head.
Stop visualizing
I
it.
can't. It's like burned into my skull.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna get back on the topic at hand. How do you feel about his myriad of reasons for firing Comey?
Honestly, I don't see any of these reasons as valid, because if he was mean to Hillary Clinton, why would Donald Trump care about that now? I mean,
why would Donald Trump care about that ever?
During this election, he and Hillary Clinton weren't exactly on friendly terms.
Yeah. Also, the letter he sent to Comey saying that you are officially terminated as the FBI director said that he had been advised to take this action by certain members of his cabinet, and shortly thereafter, after this whole thing went down, Trump actually went back and said, I had decided to fire him way before then. So, was there a reason for firing James Comey other than the fact that he had asked for more money to investigate Russian involvement?
I think Donald Trump is desperately trying to cover something up. Something that happened in Russia.
Or in regards to the Russians.
Yes.
How do you think this plays out for Donald Trump long term? I mean, do you think this would possibly affect him maintaining office?
It depends on what we find out. If it's true that he really just fired Comey because he was incompetent, I suppose that's his prerogative.
But the only other president to ever fired an FBI director fired that FBI director to slow down an investigation, and that president was Nixon. And we all know how that ended for Nixon.
I don't think it's going to play out that Donald Trump just fired him because he was incompetent. I think he's hiding something. But on the off chance that he's not, and it really is just a coincidence, then I suppose he'll stay elected.
That's a scary thought.
Isn't it?
Is it a scarier thought that if he is no longer the president, Mike Pence would then take place if Donald Trump is impeached?
I am honestly possibly more scared of Mike Pence, because Mike Pence seems to make it his goal to target women in a way that Donald Trump doesn't really. I mean, Donald Trump definitely targets women.
Yeah,
but not
Donald
in a
Trump
legal
is no
sense.
friend to women anywhere.
But not in a legal sense.
I mean,
he's not like targeting women. Like, okay, so Mike Pence wants to put legislature involved to limit women's rights.
Right. Donald Trump's just
birth control and other health care.
Donald Trump just doesn't care.
Donald
about
Trump
women.
just likes to sexually assault women, which I mean, I guess is okay.
Yeah, sure. Why not? That's another issue entirely.
But
that
that's
is
fine.
so much wrong with that. But if you are in a situation like we are here in the United States, where your president thinks it is okay, what does that say about just like the atmosphere of the country you live in?
Not good.
Yeah, I mean,
not good.
It's not good, people. It's not good that rape culture is alive and living well in the United States.
In the White House.
In the White House.
Yeah.
Encouraged by a president.
Yeah.
I mean, and the talk of defunding Planned Parenthood.
I mean, Planned Parenthood does a lot more than give out free birth control, but I guess that's none of my business.
Right, and the government aid or the government funding that Planned Parenthood receives does not go to abortions or birth control. Oh, I don't know about birth control, actually. You'd have to fact check me on that one. But it does not go to abortions. It goes on, like, clinic work. Like, people who just want a checkup.
To the gynecologist.
Well, not even just going to the checkup. Like, if you're a man and you walk into Planned Parenthood and you see a doctor because you have, I don't know, a sprained wrist, the money that Planned Parenthood receives from the government is going towards your appointment for your sprained wrist. It's not going towards abortions. So, defunding Planned Parenthood is just another way to take away health care from people who can't afford privatized health care. And that's wrong. If people can't afford privatized health care, you shouldn't be making it harder for them to get health care. You should be making it easier. I don't know. But hey, what do we know about politics, right? I mean, we're just a bunch of nasty women. Well, that was this week's segment of Nasty Women News. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.